Good morning, Drew Jones with an ECU News update. A teenage boy has saved his family from their burning home in Canning Vale. The boy called firefighters to the house at around 6:30 this morning after waking his family and rushing them outside. An oil heater is believed to have started the blaze. Less than 24 hours after sacking club legend Michael Voss, the Brisbane Lions have announced former Sydney Swans coach Paul Roos as its #1 target. Voss was told yesterday his services were no longer required at a club where he won 3 premierships, but in typical Voss fashion, he handled the news with class.
To thank the club for the time I've had here. I've been at this football club since I've been 16 years of age.
Former Fremantle coach Mark Harvey will take control for the rest of the season while the Lions make Paul Roos an offer he can't refuse. Notorious crime figure Mark Chopper Reid has died following a battle with liver cancer. He was portrayed by Eric Bana in the 2000 film Chopper, and his autobiographical books have made him Australia's best-selling true crime author. Reid was 58. No footy club around Australia produces more AFL players than the East Fremantle Football Club. Brownlow medalist Simon Black and Eagles veteran Daniel Kerr are the cream of the crop of 33 former Sharks juniors scattered throughout the AFL. Jonathan Marsh and Jared Jansen have been nominated to attend the National Draft Talent Combine, hoping to impress AFL scouts.
Yeah, no, it's a great achievement, one I'm really proud of, so just really looking forward to going and representing East Fremantle over there.
In total, 4 Sharks youngsters will attend the Combine, with Richard Bourne and Patrick Cripps also invited to the 100-strong camp.
Yeah, love it. You guess you got to hold up that name, but there's not really any pressure coming from the club or anything. They're just good, want you to excel, so it's still really nice that we get to show what East Fremantle can give.
2013 is the 20th year that the AFL has held a talent combine. It gives clubs the chance to see the players' skills and their character firsthand. All 19 of WA's attendees are considered chances to be drafted. Both Jansen and Marsh have finals football to look forward to with the Sharks, but are sure to have one eye on what the future may bring. Drew Jones, ECU News. Caffeine. It keeps the world moving at a rollicking pace. 500 billion cups are consumed each year. The vast majority of us drink coffee, and let's face it, with varying degrees of quality and price. But have you ever thought about the environmental damage your cup of coffee is doing? Well, Ben and Freddie have, and as a result, Higher Grounds Coffee is not your everyday brew.
Because we're the owners of the business and we're the ones making the coffee, we believe, we put our heart and soul into everyone.
Unfortunately, the production of coffee hurts the environment.
Coffee's a growing industry, but there is a lot of waste still. Everyone gets the standard takeaway cup, and there's not much thought given to the amount of energy it takes, and which is huge, and the amount of waste that is produced from making 1 cup of coffee every day.
Forests are cleared to plant coffee beans and workers exploited in order to farm the crop. The damage begins before a single bean is turned into coffee, and it's easy to forget how much energy that takes.
And let's bring the cafe quality coffee to people at any event, but in the process, while you're having a coffee, you can think, hey, this doesn't have to cost the earth.
This is where the vision began, in a backyard shed. Benny and Freddie are trying to make coffee easier on the environment. This isn't a coffee shop or a cafe, it's coffee on wheels. This transportable cart will come in very handy when the team starts selling coffees throughout Fremantle. Minimal electricity is used. In future, it will be none. You can even throw the cups in the compost at home.
Whilst we're doing this on a bike, like people putting all this money into foundations.
It makes business sense.
Yeah, exactly. So we can try and combine the environmental and the economic aspects for some good outcomes.
Eventually, the cart will be completely gas-powered, with a stint selling coffee to Curtin University students, the stepping stone to a carbon-neutral coffee experience. The coffee beans are locally sourced and the milk is from WA's southwest. But best of all, people love the idea of coffee on wheels. But the big question is, how does it taste?
Sell the coffee.
Yeah, the coffee that we're using aims for a sort of chocolatey tones and some fruity levels. But essentially, if you're looking from the bitter end to the sour end, we're just aiming aiming for a really tasty, fresh coffee.
Good news on the price front, just $3.50 for a higher grounds coffee. But I'm sure you're wondering, why are two 20-something Perth males so passionate about carbon neutral coffee?
There's a lot of people who just don't want to engage with the argument of the environment because it's so hard and it's so like unreachable almost. But I guess what we can try and do is actually just make the change. We've already built the bike, and we can show that we're doing a business on less costs and with less impact to the environment, and then people pretty much have to take notice.
The boys have put everything they have into higher grounds. The dream of rickshaw fresh and environmentally friendly coffee is certainly percolating strongly.